Hi there guys, how you doing? This is David Sanchez, freelance filmmaker based in Spain. Probably some of you guys have already watched my last short film called Halloween Night Volume 3, and many of you sent me messages asking me how it was the light setup for this short film, because it was entire film at night. So how it was made, where I put my lights, and you will see that it's going to be easier than you think. And that's one of the things I love to create short films, because most of the times you don't have a huge budget to film it, to produce it. So you have to think a lot before you do it. So let's see how I made it.
Everything starts with a nice story, and I like to use storyboards to work because it's something really visual, it's something really quick. It's something that it helps me a lot during the shootings, and it helps to the crew to understand everything they are doing. So my storyboard is my starting point, it's my guide. My next step was to find a great location, and I did it. I found a great place in the middle of my city, in the city center. It's some kind of park where are really great locations, really good places to film, and the most important, this huge structure that I use a main spot for the story. And I went there at different hours, I went there in different days, trying to find the best places to shoot and trying to figure out, using my storyboard, the best angles for everything. I like to use the Cartridge app because it's something really useful and really detailed. It's really nice because just using your cell phone, you can choose your camera, you can choose the lenses you are going to use, the aspect ratio and everything. So it's really useful and really quick, and it helps you a lot. This is one of the first photos I took on my first visit on the place, and as you can see, I like to mark all the lights I will have on the frame, or maybe where it can be the talent. This is another one, for example. Here I mark the lights I have. As you can see, it's a bit different, a bit shift between the lights, so it's something I have to try to figure out when I get there, or the contrast ratio I will have there as well. Here we have another photo from my second visit, and I like the place, I like the frame, but I don't like how the lights hits the structure, and I don't like this another building on the right. It's something that it's gonna take me off from the story. So this is not a good place to film, but if I go to the other side, I see that the light is gonna be cool here. I don't have anything that disturbs me. I have these two lights that I think they are going to be 2800 Kelvin that hits this side of the structure. And I think I'm going to put my own focus on the left of the image, hitting at blue. So I think I have something here. I think if I use the ambient light of 2800 Kelvin, using my own focus at 5600 Kelvin, I will have a nice teal and orange look. But it's something I'm not sure 100%. It's something I would like to go there and test. But first, I go back to the office and I like to mark everything on a map. Where is the main structure? Where are the streets I'm going to film? Where I will place my talent? Where I will place my camera? Where I'm going to place my video village? If I have to ask for permissions, what is the area that I have to ask for? Or even where the crew will park or will eat. And with all this information and with a lot of questions, I went to the place and I tried to figure out the color temperature of the ambient light. I made some tests with my own lights. I tested the ISO of the camera, and with my first AC, we made some skin color tests and obviously some color temperature tests on camera. Back to the office again, I was right. the ambient light is at 2800 Kelvin. So I'm going to use my key light at 5600 Kelvin. So I will have a nice teal and orange look. In the front of the computer right now, and with all the footage I have, I can prove my theory that the teal and orange in this case will works, and create my own light for the shooting, so I can see on the set more or less how it will look the story. And there we go, we are on the shooting day. That's my favorite part of the process, obviously. I love to be on the set with my people, with my crew, with my talent, making the story alive. It's super exciting, I love it. The camera I used was the Sony FX3 with the 15, 30 and 45mm cinema lenses from Irix, everything mounted on a Zhiyun Crane 2, and with the Air Pro 3 from PD Movie to control the focus. And now the light setup, and as I told you at the beginning of the video, it's something really easy. The first time I went to the location, I realized that the ambient light, it was enough. So I only need one key light, and my idea was to use the aperture bulb mount on a stick inside a China ball, a 50 cents China ball. That is something you can buy in many different places. And that's all the light I use for my key light. And then I only use another one light for the structure to create this teal and orange look on the structure. I use the 300 LED from Sweet, but I use it at probably at 40 or 50%, that it was enough for me. And I think it looks incredible. Sometimes you don't need a lot of stuff, you don't need a lot of lights, you don't need to create a huge lighting setups. Sometimes you only need your creativity and to think carefully what your story needs. And for my story works.
Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and please let me any comments below, and I would love to answer any questions you have. And please share your thoughts, share your light setups, share your way to work, because together we are stronger. And if we share our knowledge, even if it's really small, maybe we'll help another people, and that's how the industry becomes bigger. So let's see you in the next one.